All right. Yeah. So I don't know going forward if we are going to do Mondays or Tuesdays. My schedule is kind of crazy.
Your schedule is always crazy. When is it not crazy? Tell us a day.
Well, I actually got a part-time job.
How?
So I know. I needed some extra cash for my kids. My kids are expensive for Christmas, so I got a part-time job at Hugo Boss as stock inventory merchandising. So
Nice.
yeah, so I'm just for the Christmas, and then I think the first 2 weeks of January. So I'll get the schedule. I get the schedule weekly, but they had me working tomorrow night, so it'll either be a Monday or a Tuesday, but we'll see.
Is that in
Just for
downtown?
Just for this month anyway.
What location?
Cross Iron.
Oh, okay, so it's close to your place. I think you have to go like downtown or something.
No,
That
Cross
reminds me of your Polo Park days.
Yeah, your grafting company.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. So yeah. So it'll be like, oh, okay. And it's I knew the manager there used to manage me at Grafton and Company. So he's like, hey, do you need some extra Christmas money? And I'm like, yeah, sure, why not? So I was just thinking it'd be like once or twice a week, but they're like, oh, we need some hours for this Christmas holiday. So I think they gave me like 18 hours this week. I'm like, whoa. I'm like,
where are you finding 18 hours?
Yeah,
I know. And I'm like,
5 hours of sleep
That's just
minus your 5 hours of sleep, so you get no sleep now, right?
I know. So it'll be great. Whatever.
Maybe your workouts can incorporate this if you're stocking the shelves and stuff like.
Maybe squat.
Yeah, squats. Then up
and then like a little burpee to place it on the top shelf because I can't reach. Yeah,
you could do it all at the same time, Jay. That'd be like
right. Yeah.
So you have to wear a suit then? You have to wear a suit?
No, because I'm just in the back room. They're like, just wear all black. So like a black V-neck, black pants. They're like, you can even wear black jeans because I'll be basically receiving stock and then restocking the floor. Like I'll be out on I won't be selling.
Okay.
I'm just in the back room. So they're like, yeah, that's fine. Because I'm like, I don't own any suits anymore. I got rid of all my suits.
Time for you to buy one for this political journey that you're about to get in.
I know. And so that was another, was like, okay, might as well. Could, be a little good foot in the door to get some nice clothes.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
At least you have time. At least you have time for this. So you're gonna let us know next week if it just goes back and forth.
It'll be Monday or Tuesday, yeah, hopefully. Okay. And then yeah, we'll make it work. We'll make it work. But how was Ripped with Roland?
Great.
It was awesome. I thought you nailed that. Like just even the sound, like the volume of the music, and I could hear your voice a lot clearer, and you sounded more comfortable talking to us and counting. It just, and you guys were moving in sync too. It was amazing. That that looked like professionally choreographed. Like that was on TV. That's I thought that was awesome.
Wow, we don't pay attention to each other, so I don't look at me. So
yeah, no, you guys were always moving in sync, and I wasn't feeling good. I wasn't feeling good, and plus I think my back's just been really sore the last few days. So I logged on a little bit late, and I sort of turned my video off at first. I'm like, there might be times where I just go a little bit slower just to, so I don't, feel so much pain. And then Roland kept on sort of calling. I can't see you, but I know you're doing it. So I had to sort of turn on the video camera. I'm like, all right, exactly. I'm gonna, okay. I can't always go as fast as I can or jump as much, but I'll turn the video camera on and just give what I could, sort of thing. So I love the support and the encouragement. It's like, even when you're not feeling great, just turn the camera on and see what you can do. So. And that gave me a little bit more encouragement to just try a little bit harder. I think with the camera off, you're like, I don't feel good, my back's sore, and I wasn't, jumping up or as high or whatever and going as fast as I could. And so once the camera's on, you're like, okay, you can do a little bit more than you thought you could. Like there's always that 10, 15, 20%, just do a little bit more. So I really appreciate the encouragement there, Roland, but that was a great class.
You better cut off early.
Yeah, I cut off at the very 10 seconds, just cut off. Oh,
yeah.
He was so sad. He's like,
yeah, because I think it's the 40-minute time limit. I'm pretty sure, unless you've got a membership, cuts off at 40. But the great thing was, I logged back in, Fran and Ron did, and so did I think Carrie Ann and maybe somebody else. and Ron and Fran were still doing the punches. Like, Roland
Oh,
didn't say
nice.
stop. So it was just 20 seconds. We're like still doing it for about 45 more seconds. Like, well, Roland didn't say stop. So we're doing the,
I
the
love
four
it.
and then
Love
the,
it.
and then the elbows and the kicks. We're like, well, you know.
I love it.
Hey, Colin, what do you think of for timing? What do you think of him showing all the moves in the beginning, or should he do it before the exercise, like how Jay does it?
I did like this one, even though I missed the first couple because I logged in late.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I mean, that's just me, but quite often if I'm just gassed in the 15 seconds between, and you can't always, you know, you don't always have enough time to say, here's what you do. You know, so yeah, sometimes the 15 seconds isn't enough to get whatever weights you need sometimes. So I liked it. I really, really did.
Because when I'm watching
It's
Jake,
it's F45 style where you show all
Yeah.
the exercises first.
Yeah.
Because when you're doing a Jay, I try to, because there's like, we don't have just you, we have everyone on our screen, and you're looking further, so we're trying to look at the screen, see what
Yeah.
you're doing, and then we
Oh.
went, and then we do it. So I'm behind about 5-6 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, because at least
So-
when you show that, I could put it on speaker view so I can see everything. And then once the workout begins, I put it on gallery so there's a bigger view of myself, and I could at least, you know, critique myself or you know, correct any you know, mistakes I'm making. So I liked it.
Cool. No, it was good. It was good. Good rip with Roland birthday edition, and yeah, and then we did one on Sunday too, just before your Sunday mass. I did another one with coworkers of mine, like, and it
Nice.
ended 5 minutes before yours started. So we said goodbye to them.
Damn.
Said goodbye to
Damn.
them, and we said to them, oh, we got another workout in 5 minutes, and they're
And they
like,
were like, what?
what the heck?
Damn.
But no, it was great. It's more the merrier. Everyone's coming on,
Yeah.
and we're having fun. That's all that matters. So
And you're like super comfortable in front of the camera, like no big deal.
no,
You know, Roland, he loves it.
I'm pretty good with that stuff.
That's
Yeah, no, it just seemed so natural. I thought you were good the first time. This one just seemed, you know, like flawless, and the communication with everybody. You were never out of breath, even though you're doing the same workouts. It seemed natural.
Yeah.
So I
Good.
thought I loved it.
Awesome. Awesome. All right. Well, it might just be us today. What's any successes, any challenges there, Colin? What's going on with you?
The big success, I posted it last Wednesday morning when, you know, I got up early
Yeah.
and I went to my F45. And it's funny because I woke up at 5 o'clock. I'm like, if I'm still awake at 5:30, I'll go to the 6:30 workout. I'm like, go to
Yeah.
sleep, go back to sleep. I don't want to, I was, of course, still awake. So I get out of bed 5:30 and I, you know, sign up for the 6:30 workout. And then, yeah, in the stretch afterwards, that girl goes, excuse me, but are you a fireman?
Yeah.
I was like, yeah.
That is awesome.
You know, it wasn't a pickup line or anything because I just looked, I was covered in sweat. I just looked terrible. And she said something, oh no, you look like friend Brad, who's a captain in the fire department. Like, wow, I look like a captain. You know, like
Yeah.
I couldn't do any chin-ups. I'm pretty sure that's probably a prerequisite for the fire department. But no, I laughed. I'm like, yeah, you know, this is what you do. You show up with the body of an accountant, and then people think you're a firefighter. So
I love it. I love it.
you know, so that was great. I was just sort of telling everybody that day about it, and I'm still smiling and strutting around. So maybe I'll have to go tomorrow morning and see if she's still there. And
She works there. She's another.
no, she works out there. So,
Oh, okay.
but yeah, it was funny. I think she's like she works like, you know, in computers like CGI graphics or something. Like we're both nerds. So you know, I'm like, are you a supermodel? You know? So yeah, it was funny. So that was great. Like I said, it was nice when you just wake up and like, yeah, I'll go to an early morning class,
Nice.
and more I'm trying to, you know, become used to getting a good workout early in the morning, not just sort of after work. So, you know,
That's awesome.
that was good, just to be able to feel comfortable, wake up, sign up, and go down and get a great workout. So
So next Halloween, you're dressing up as a firefighter. Is that?
You've already read my mind, right?
Yeah.
I'll go and so
Start your
yeah.
calendar in January.
yeah, I said accountants, we don't put out fires and we don't put out calendars. You know, the men of financial planning and analysis, nobody would buy by our calendar. So
I would totally do that. I should put together an energy fitness family calendar. Have Colin for January in his firefighter suit. Roland and Lena February for like Valentine's couples, and then right, and just go down. I need at least 12 members willing to participate to be in the calendar.
Funny.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
So I have a calendar for 2022 and then 2023 when we're all even more buff and chiseled and fit,
Right?
you know? So
Exactly.
it's,
Yeah.
So,
Exactly.
no, but that was great. Like I said, I think, you know, just a lot of the mental part of it is, you know, going to a workout like that. And then, you know, Saturday morning when I wasn't feeling great, and then you do it. And then sometimes you just, you know, you do what you can and keep the momentum going. And then suddenly you do more and more of that. And it's not just working out when you feel like it, it's working out when you don't want to. So I said that for several weeks, that's when, you know, you've turned that corner and you know, you're living a more healthier lifestyle is when you work out in those times when you just don't feel like it. So
yeah, and sometimes those are the best those are the best workouts. Like when you just didn't want to be there, but you showed up and you did something, and you're like, whoo, and you just feel great after. Yeah.
No, I had another, I think, 50 pointer last week on, I think Friday when I went Thursday, Friday going to the F45. So nice. Like sometimes just like, oh man, I just sweating and it hurts, and you don't think you're doing a great job, but you just keep on pushing yourself. And it's always, you know, you got to measure yourself against something. So sometimes getting the 50 points or just working out when you don't want to, or, you know, so that's great.
Good. Awesome. Good for you. Good for you, bro. Roland, Lena, what's going on with you guys? Struggles, wins? Your son is now driving.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, he's really happy about that. I'm glad he passed because
he was nervous, like
he
a
was
lot.
really nervous. Snow.
The snow.
Right?
First, we don't get a lot of snow out here, and the day he takes his test, there's a bunch of snow outside. So, but no, he's happy. He passed, and we'll figure out what he's gonna do with it. She's gonna still drive him to school, and she doesn't want him to.
It's too far.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the way to Burnaby.
But
so,
what's your struggle?
I injured my hip or my, I don't know, lower back. I think it was from the jump squat, jump lunge watch.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think I landed kind of funny on my back leg when I was doing it with my left leg, and it's just aching. But when I work out, I just want to push myself, but then I want to. Yeah, it hurts. And then I'm like, I don't know if I should be doing this. So I might just
be careful. Yeah. Use that massage gun. Get in there.
I have been, but it's still there. So hopefully it gets better.
Heat, like some Tiger Balm or A535. That always helps too.
Got some of that, don't we? I think we got some upstairs.
Yeah.
We do.
Yeah.
What's your success?
Success. I still been working out even though I'm aching.
Right?
Yeah.
Good for you. Yeah, just listen to the body. Like, I know it's hard, but don't push it and allow that recovery and what do you call it? The self, just self massage and foam roll, heat, whatever you need to do. But sometimes like just as Coach Candace would say, motion is lotion. So you just got to keep moving to keep the muscles warm. And
I find that I was on the floor wrapping gifts for Christmas, and when I tried to get up, it was even worse.
Oh yeah, right? Because
moving around.
Yeah.
So
that's like me with my Achilles still. So if I'm driving into Calgary and it's like a long drive, and then I get out of the truck, I'm like, ooh, like it just because I've been sitting for so long, and I don't usually sit that long, I can feel it. So the more I walk, the more I move, it feels better.
Or I can help her too, right? Instead of the massage roller, I can help her massage.
Yeah. Manual massage. There you go.
I find that, how I did that 12-week weightlifting thing?
Yeah.
Now I'm going to get back into more cardio and like your kind of workouts. I feel it's difficult to do. Like I'm out of breath and it's not how I was in July. So
but you know what, you have that muscle memory, so it'll just keep going at it. It'll come back. I know my first F45, and it was like a strength workout. It wasn't even cardio. and I
Mhm.
was out of breath. I was like, why am I breathing hard and I'm only doing like push-ups or deadlifts? I'm like, I can't breathe. And it was like a strength workout. But my body and my lungs are getting used to it again. But yeah, you've got the muscle memory, so it'll it won't take too long for you to bounce back. Yeah.
Hopefully, yeah.
Yeah, and for me, just keep on going. It was great second session and great session with the coworkers I have on Saturday, Sunday mornings with before them. And some of them can't get on Teams because our company can't, or sorry, they can't get on Zoom because we
I
locked
see.
Zoom out because of security. So we use Teams.
I
So
see.
we had 3 more people that tried to get on Saturday but couldn't on Zoom. So I'm gonna try to do a double. I'm gonna try putting them on Teams and you guys on Zoom with 2
That's
different
crazy.
computers and see if that works.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're really into it. I'm really into it. It's getting good. We haven't worked out today. We're gonna do something tonight. F45 looked brutal this morning because I was watching. I was looking. I saw the
Repeat.
three-peat box jump burpee. So I'm gonna do that later. That
Oh.
looks disgusting.
Did you do it, Colin?
No, I didn't wake up in time.
Today's because 3P's a fitness test. They give you like
Yeah.
a rep count to or a target to achieve, and you get 1 point if you achieve it, 0 if you don't. 3 laps, 10 exercises. So a perfect score is 30. I think the average that we saw today out of the 4 classes I taught was about like 18 or 20 points. Yeah.
Okay, that's the goal.
Yeah, so it's tough. There's some tough ones in there to achieve. So
I think there was 50 box jumps was an achievement that you had to go with benchmark. Wasn't box jump
50 bench hops.
bench hops, right?
Yeah, 50 bench hops in 45 seconds, 10 burpee box jumps, 190 meters on the ski erg or the rowing machine. And then your legs are just fried because then there's like med ball weighted jumping lunges for 30.
And there's
35.
dumbbell push press or something.
Yeah, 35 sumo deadlift high pull with the kettlebell, in and out jump squats with the TRX for 25 reps. Your legs are fried.
Yeah.
My
Wow.
hip hurts. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, I was I told everyone it's gonna, while they were doing 3P, I'm like, it's gonna be a no peat for me today. It's yeah,
Nice.
the no peat. Yeah. So
And then for diet, kind of splurge a little bit because of my birthday weekend, right? So
yes, nice, good. I saw the pics. Nice pics.
A lot of dessert.
we had a little bit more dessert than we wanted, but we still worked out to compensate for it, to offset the
Nice.
calorie intake. And we're gonna be back. I think end of the month, we're probably gonna have more, Christmas parties and whatnot. Stuff like
Yeah.
so we're gonna have to just continue and not be disciplined in everything. But know that you're allowed to
Exactly. Yeah.
do it without being punishing yourself. So
Yeah. Good for you guys. It was my in-laws, my mother and father-in-law's anniversary last Friday. Yeah, Friday.
Hmm.
And our dessert was Timbits.
Yeah.
got that too here. Oh, the kids
Yeah.
have. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
So it was okay. Yeah, it was okay.
But no, we're overall we're pretty good. Too bad Candace had to cover for her work. I was hoping that she'd post something and then we'd do it. Like I'd have Colin on camera.
Oh yeah, I guess you could have. Yeah.
Right? We could have done it together.
Don't throw my name out there.
Or I could have volunteered and she posted and I could have led the class, right?
Oh,
In case that
Let
happened.
her know that. Yeah, let her know that next time.
I'll let her know that so that
Know that next time.
We could do
so we can
burpees.
do it so that Colin can be
Well, I noticed that, Jay, when you posted the idea of, the 12 days of Christmas workout, everybody wanted burpee for each day.
I
It's
know.
supposed to be like 12 different exercises. It's not
I know.
on the first
It's
day
not like-
burpees,
right,
on the second day burpees, so
Second day burpee tuck jump, on the third day
yeah.
different
burpee.
variation of burpees. I think it's 12 different days.
Right?
Of
Oh my
variation of
God.
That's
burpees. So one-legged burpee tuck jumps,
God.
right?
Reverse burpee,
Forward burpee 100.
yeah, no.
turn, right?
burpee ladder. Like what the? Yeah,
They mix
yeah,
it
it's
up,
No.
crazy.
but no, it's cool.
That's
So
all right.
I'll suggest something else besides burpees for that, but
Yeah.
Jay, beside your Hugo Boss thing and working more hours, and what else is happening out there?
You know what, I'll throw this out and see what your advice is, because you guys go to F45 as well. We had a gladiator challenge this week at F45. So, because we're doing the 45-day challenge. And so I'm a captain of the red team, which is like the morning members. And we challenged the blue team, which was like the evening members. And so every day we pick a gladiator that gets their, I guess, the best Lionheart score that they can. And then the blue team tries to beat us with their Lionheart score. And so it ended up being a tie. We went from Monday to Saturday. So 3 wins, both teams got 3 wins in. But the one evening on Wednesday, the blue team, their gladiator, their heart rate monitor wasn't working. And so they switched, and she borrowed a heart rate monitor from another member. And then they got a high score. And I was like, no, I'm like, I can't allow that. I'm like, that doesn't count, because your stats are different, right? Because your Lionheart is based on your age, your height, your weight, and all that stuff. And they're like, no, they're the same height. They're basically the same age. They're basically the same fitness level. And this person works hard, and she usually does get a high score. And I'm like, oh, I'm not denying that. But I'm like, I don't think my team should be penalized because your Lionheart didn't work and you borrowed somebody else's Lionheart. Like that's not my team's fault.
Yeah.
My gladiator worked just as hard as your gladiator. And so I got in so much shit from the blue team. Like the members were calling me out saying, I'm a bad influence on F45. I'm a bad influence on the community. How dare you like break out the community building? I'm like, you can build your community if you want to cheat in your community. Like, I was just like, I was mad. No, you're not taking this away from my team, my red team. My red team worked just as hard. Yeah. And because your Lionheart didn't work. And they're like, yeah, but you don't understand. They're the same age. They're the same height. I'm like, no, you're not. No, you're not. Yeah, I'm like, it's based on your resting heart rate, and your maximum heart rate is going to be based on your, like, not only your age, your height, your fitness level. And there's no way you guys are all identical in the same thing.
Yeah.
Right. So I said no. And then the other coaches were like, yeah, no, let's just give it to the blue team. And I was like, you know what? Take the win. And I'm like, that's bullshit. And like, they knew I was pissed. Yeah. And so Dylan and Vanessa, like the other owners, they're like, I don't understand why you won't give this up. I'm like, because my red team worked just as hard, and I don't think we should be penalized because the blue team's heart rate or Lionheart didn't work.
So did they win, or was it a tie?
No, they won.
Oh,
they won that night. They won.
Oh.
And so I was like, no. I'm like, I can't allow you to have that win because that's not your Lionheart. That wasn't your right. That would be like me borrowing
shoes or
like somebody
my line, yeah.
You know, and I'm like,
dash.
Right. And so I'm like, but they kept saying, but it was her heart rate. It was her heart rate that was getting up there. I'm like, yeah, that was her heart rate. She worked hard. I'm not taking that away from her. But her heart rate, based on the calculation of a certain age, a certain height, and a certain weight, that's how they calculate that. And they're like, no, they're both the same. I'm like, no.
I mean, if they thought you were my weight and my age, and you did your workout, they'd be like, oh my God, Colin's off the charts. He's
or even just, let's say me and Roland are pretty much the same height, fitness level. Like, we would still get different scores, right? Just because like he's younger, I'm a bit older, like I'm a bit heavier, like whatever it may be, it's gonna affect the score. And so, they wrote a nasty email to the other owners saying that they're disappointed in how I represented 45 and all that stuff. And and the owner's like, I think you should apologize. I was like, I'm not apologizing. And so I'm like, forget it. I'm like, I'm standing up for my red team. I'm like, if you think you're going to bully me and to change what I believe in, I'm sorry. I'm like, I believe in my team. And as a leader, I need to stand up for my team, or else I wouldn't be a good leader. Mm-hmm. And so they're like, okay. And so they gave us the win, like against everything. Like I made a good argument, and they're like, okay, fine, just take the win. I'm like, well, we deserve the win. I'm like, but if you want it, I'm like, take it, but I'm telling you right now, I'm like, that's bullshit. And so, but
What do
we
you
ended
win?
up as a tie over the week anyway, 3 wins, 3 losses, but
What was
yeah.
was it just bragging rights or was it a prize?
it's
at
just
the end?
bragging rights. It's just bragging rights. So then they're
Bragging
like,
rights too.
I don't know why
Jay,
you guys
let's
are
not
so
show this
angry.
video to them afterwards, by the way. Just,
Yeah.
I'm just thinking,
You should
Yeah.
access.
you should stop
Yeah,
recording right now.
delete.
Disclaimer, disclaimer.
They're
Yeah.
bullshit.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
No, you gotta stand up. If you believe it, you stand up to it. And that's
Yeah,
all
like, whatever. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you're not gonna change my mind, but like, and then finally the other owner is like, he's like, okay, let's agree to disagree. He's like, I get your points, but he's like, I still disagree, but whatever. I'm like, okay, that's fine. I'm not here to change your mind. I'm just here to stand up for my team. And like, like they worked hard and I don't think they should be penalized because somebody's line heart wasn't working.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Makes sense. I agree with you.
yeah. So I was like, yeah. So there was a lot of hate going my way on Wednesday and Thursday. And yeah, and I even tried to explain it to the member that lent her Lionheart out. And I was like, hey, I'm not taking anything away from your kindness and community. And then she just like turned away. She's like, but it was her heart rate, and just walked away from me.
Oh,
Yeah, and I couldn't even explain, well, about the stats, about, age.
oops, sorry. Decline.
Yeah, so, but whatever. So that was my challenge. That was my struggle.
Hmm,
Wow.
But
That's good. You held your ground, and then
Yeah.
the world's
yeah,
still
and I'm like,
not gonna end. It's okay, right? So
and but I wanted my red team to know that I was there for them.
it's good.
Yeah.
So we know Colin, he'll always have our back.
I
Yep.
will have your back no matter what.
There you
No
go.
matter what.
We
Yeah,
know it.
And I
Oh.
put out fires too, Jay, so.
I appreciate it. See, when in doubt, I'm like, do you know Colin? Yeah, I'm like, do you guys know Colin? He'll be right
Colin,
here.
Colin, you're a numbers guy too, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm an accountant.
Oh
I'm
shit, he's a fireman and accountant. He could approve the science behind the Lionheart, for God's sake.
Yeah,
Right
Right?
there.
yeah.
Boom,
Yeah.
done.
And
Huh?
yeah, so yeah,
No.
so no, I figured you guys would understand because you
Yeah.
all go to F45.
Yeah.
So
Of course.
anyways,
A bit different
that's
number.
it. So new job, more haters. Here we go. Let's go. 2022. Here we
bring it.
come.
So there's nothing tomorrow, and then we'll be back on Wednesday, I guess.
Yeah, for FIT.
Okay.
So I requested, I was like, Hugo Boss was like, I can't work Wednesday during the day or Fridays during the day. And so they have me working Sundays, but thank God it's not until like, Sundays. They have me working at 11. So we might actually have to start like right at 10 or even like 9:45, just so that we can finish and then I can go.
Sure. Let us know.
That works for my football schedule too.
Yeah,
Jay,
I
so.
thought that would be better for Colin.
Yeah.
It's all about you. It's all about you, Jay. Whatever.
No
makes you-
excuse. That was he there last Sunday? I don't remember.
No. were
No.
you?
I wasn't, didn't do yesterday.
Oh, so there's
I
no
was-
now, and right. And Cowboys didn't even play this weekend. They played last Thursday,
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
right?
Oh, well,
You're
This team didn't even play this weekend.
Oh,
well,
all
hey,
my excuses. I got to cross off every one of them. Okay, I got nothing left.
but more importantly, next Sunday, the Bombers are in the Grey Cup.
Oh, that's true. Winnipeg.
Yeah.
Well, that's a late game though.
That's a late game.
So we can do some dive bomber push-ups then, right?
Exactly. There you go. There you go.
Thanks. He's gonna have to put that in now.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, I won't keep you
Hey.
guys. Thanks for joining. Thanks for listening to
Great
my
to see you guys.
Nice
plane
job.
here.
Yeah.
Take care, guys.
All
We'll
right,
see you.
thanks.
Thanks.
Okay.
See ya.
Bye.